Anyway, hey, what is up, guys? Could be bringing you another live commentary. Today we are playing Uplink on BO2. We have a bunch of fucking regulars. I might be fucking regular as well. Okay, yep. So pretty much what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is not really something about the community, but more, I don't know. I want to start telling you guys about my experience on anything, I guess. Shit. And yeah, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is the first time I got cuffed. Like, don't worry that I didn't do anything illegal. Still a good little cuff. But it was still a pretty funny experience on how it all turned out. So yeah. So pretty much I was in my law and enforcement class. I think that's how I think it's how you say it. Law and enforcement. And in that class we had like special guests occasionally, like only after he did our his presentation and stuff. He said, okay, I need 2 volunteers. So whatever, like not at once. He was like, one now, one later. I was like, okay, whatever. I raised my hand, and I was the first one to go. I was like, okay, sweet. But I did not know what he was gonna do. He just said he wanted volunteers. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, God, am I gonna get tased or some shit? But he was like, okay. Like normally I don't go. Normally I'm not assigned to like handle big guys like this, but like normally he said it's smaller guys. So I was like, okay. So what is he trying to prove? He was like, okay, like get on your knees. I said no. He was like, why? He's like, I don't know, I don't want to. The floor is dirty. I was like, okay. He took my wrist, flipped my wrist. Yeah, he flipped my wrist, put me on the ground, fucking cuffed me, grabbed my ears, and said, okay, are you resisting? I was like, no. He was like, I have no control right now. Then he was like, okay. He was like, is your teacher the best teacher in the world? I was like, no. He was like, okay. Kept on twisting my ear. I was like, what are you doing? He was like, is she the best teacher in the world? I was like, no. And the more he fucking twists, then at one point I just had to say yes. I was like, yes, she is. She's the best teacher in the world, the whole world. She was like, okay. He brought me outside the class and like uncuffed me and stuff. Brought me back in. This fucking host. Anyway, so when he brought me back in, he like took another guy and like did a couple of pressure points. So he didn't faint or anything. Like he just like tap out, I guess. And after that, I stayed about like 10 to 20 minutes after class just talking because being in the force really interests me, but right now the main focus I have is music. Like if I can go into music, do what I love, like just writing, composing, mixing beats, anything really, like production wise, I think that would be the best job in the world. But what happened next? He escorted me like through the whole school handcuffed, and I said, okay, I'm gonna look down as fuck. I was like, don't, just like play along. He was like, okay. He escorted me through the whole fucking through the whole school to my math class, and like there were just kids with free periods just standing there looking at me like, what the fuck? He was like, what did he do? Then I thought for sure like the whole school would know like in a matter of 5 fucking seconds, because at my school everything goes by fucking fast. But it actually didn't go that fast as I thought. So even the principal was like, okay, like what are you doing? He was like, oh no, I'm escorting him to his math class. This is all a prank. He was like, so he's not in trouble? No. Okay. So after I got to my math class. No, sorry. Before I got into my math class, he told me if I know his daughter. I was like, who's your daughter? Then let's just call her Sophia, I guess. He was like, oh yeah, do you know Sophia? I was like, nope. I was like, sure. Like, yeah. I was like, oh. It was like, oh, okay. He was like, I would go introduce you to her, but she clearly stated not to embarrass her in front of her friends and stuff. I was like, okay, yeah, that's understandable. So I still had no idea who she was until 2 weeks after.
Your equipment has been destroyed.
I got assigned to do well, I guess a committee, which is like anti-bullying, is for the Red Cross. And pretty much what happened is she was there too. Like they were looking for leaders. Are you the sheriff's daughter by any chance? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I know your dad. She was like, why do you know my dad? I was like, he cuffed me a couple of times. She was like, what? It was like, what did you do? I was like, oh no, it was at a presentation. I was like, I was like, I felt like a bitch though. She was like, well, most people say my dad can like take it a bit far. I was like, oh, it's okay. But when we were talking about her dad, because we're like, oh, so it must be like cool having a sheriff as a dad. I was like, you know, it has its up and down. I was like, okay, what's the ups? I was like, well, I can like never be in trouble because I just have to say my dad's the sheriff. Or like, if somebody pisses me off, I'm like, yo, my dad's the sheriff. I'm like, yeah, okay. But she said what pisses her off the most is that she can never bring guys home, which is like understandable. It's like guys are afraid of her dad. And she was like, now you know my struggle of having my dad as sheriff. And I was like, okay, I guess. Okay, well, he cuffed me once. Like, what's the worst he could do? Tase me? I was like, fuck that. And then we started talking for a while, and it didn't went really too serious. Like, we joined a couple of more communities together. And then I still to this day, I don't know if she has a boyfriend or not. Like, it seems like it, but I don't know. Hopefully I can fucking finish this edit before tomorrow, post it up, render it, all that good stuff. Once again, come later.